Rubedo is often treated as psychology. That is too weak. Rubedo was technical. It was not a mood. It was not passion. It was not red decoration. Rubedo was the sign of completed transmutation. Something had acted. Something had received. Something had changed state. That is the whole key. In alchemy, Rubedo belongs to the final stage of the work. The word points to reddening, but the color is not the main point. The color is a signal. It marks a condition. The matter is no longer what it was. That matters, because transmutation is not interpretation. It is operation. A base metal is not called gold because someone feels differently about it. Mercury is not transformed because the imagination finds it meaningful. Imperfect matter is not perfected by a poetic reading. The operation must do something. That is why Rubedo cannot be reduced to inner symbolism. It belongs to a system where forces act through matter, fire, form, timing, and preparation. One principle acts. One substance receives, a new condition appears. This is the active and passive structure. It is simple. It is strict. It is easy to miss. Fire acts on matter. The vessel holds the operation. The prepared substance receives the force. The result is not only seen, it is produced. Within the alchemical mind, this is not an opinion. It is the test of the work. Did the matter change? Did the unstable become fixed? Did the impure become purified? Did the passive receive the active principle? If not, Rubedo has not happened. You only have the color. And color alone proves nothing. This is why the stages matter. Negredo, breakdown, albedo, purification, rubedo, completion. Each stage has a function, not a vibe, not an aesthetic. A function. Negredo reduces, albedo clarifies, rubedo completes. The red stage comes last because completion cannot come first. You cannot begin with the final sign. You cannot paint the work red and call it finished. That is costume, not transmutation. Rubedo means the operation has crossed a threshold. The matter has received enough force to become something else. The old condition has been overcome. The final state has become visible. This is why Rubedo is linked to gold. Gold is not only a shiny metal here. It is the image of perfected matter, stable matter, fixed matter, matter brought to a higher condition. Mercury is fluid. Gold is fixed. Mercury moves. Gold holds. Mercury escapes. Gold remains. That contrast is the lesson. Rubedo marks the passage from volatility to fixation. That is stronger than psychology. The same logic also works beyond metal, but only if we keep the technical structure. A mental state can change condition, but not because we rename it. A spiritual condition can be transformed, but not because we decorate it with red. A lower state must be acted upon by a higher order. Something must happen. That is the disciplined part. Rubedo is not, I feel complete. Rubedo is, the work has produced completion. The old condition is gone. The new condition holds. In Hermetic language, this matters because reality is read through levels. Matter, mind, and spirit are not the same thing, but they can correspond. A change in condition can appear on more than one plane. Matter can receive form. The soul can receive order. The unstable can become fixed. The scattered can become unified. But the logic stays the same. Action, reception, transformation. Without action, nothing changes. Without reception, nothing holds. Without transformation, there is no Rubedo. That is why the red stage is powerful. It does not simply say, this means transformation. It says, the transformation has taken. The force entered the matter. The matter endured the operation. The result became stable. That is completed transmutation. So Rubedo is not the color of emotion. It is the color of a condition transformed. Once that is clear, the whole symbol becomes sharper. Rubedo is the final sign of the great work, the moment when transmutation becomes visible, the moment when the passive has received the active, the moment when matter shows it is no longer what it was. Like and subscribe for more entries in the Hermetic Library.